Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. I'm gonna give it another minute. It's already been 2 minutes, but I'm gonna give it another 1 minute, and then we'll start. We'll start class. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm getting ready to start another diamond artwork, guys. Diamond artwork. I just want to bring something up because you guys have seen that is right, Brazerno. Brazerno. That's right, my brother. That's right, that's right. But anyways, guys, you guys know how I most likely a bunch of people have seen this already. And I found you guys have probably found rocks, like painted rocks that people paint for other and put on the ground for other people to find, pick up and put another one down. Well, I didn't get to put one down, but this meant a lot to me. I found this, and I want to read this to you guys. I want you guys to have this in your thoughts. Okay, I went and found this rock, this painted rock. Whoever, whoever wrote this, thank you very much. I'm going to read this. My name's Cameron, Lisa, nice to meet you. This says, don't climb mountains so that people can see you. Climb mountains so that you can see the world. Meaning, don't let the bad guys walk all over you. Show them who's boss. And show them that you're better and that you can achieve your accomplishments like we're going to on this channel. I do ghost hunting and I do, I'm going to start doing ghost hunting and I'm going to be doing politics but the truth in politics. Because we need a press out there that's going to tell the truth to the American people. That's what we need. But that's what that says right there. And I've kept this rock with me ever since then. I will never get rid of this rock. For anyone that didn't see it. Hi Lisa, how are you? Welcome into the live chat, guys. Please share this live. Hit the like button. Just imagine you going to vote for Trump, okay? And get as many people as you can and help, I almost got hiccups, and help spread the truth and spread this video. Like, let's get people going. Let's get people up there. Let's get people live. We need this. We need to get that algorithm back up, guys. But anyways, guys, I'm sick and tired of the left trying to destroy us because in just a few days, Trump is going to win with a massive landslide against this cabal, this tyrannical cabal government that's in office now. I'm fed up with these people. I don't know about you guys, but it's ridiculous. All they want to do is destroy America and call us Nazis. But they want to sit here and call me a violent extremist on YouTube and a conspiracy theorist. You're funny, YouTube. You think you guys are funny. I'm none of them. None. Why can't you guys just be good? You guys know you're going to lose the election. Kamala knows she's going to lose. And Kamala doesn't have anything to protect her this time. She has nothing to protect her. Well, not protect her, but what I mean is she has nothing to help her cheat, to back her up. She doesn't have COVID. She doesn't have none of these things to try and cheat. And when fraud is committed, it's going to be seen all across America by millions of people. Millions of people. Let's see what else. Let's look at the news. I'm not sure if you guys have actually heard of Dr. Steve Turley. He put out a video a day ago that says the numbers coming out of Pennsylvania are insane. So let's see.
Episode of Operation Ground
I want you
Zero
guys to hear this.
Pennsylvania, where each and every day we bring you the latest election news coming out of this most important key swing state. We have with us today one of my all-time favorite election data analysts, Seth Keshel. You can check out Seth's amazing work on his Substack called Captain K's Corner, which you can visit just by clicking on the link below and subscribing there. What Seth does, what I really love about his analysis, is he cross-references voter registration data with past election data and finds all kinds of amazing predictive patterns and indicators. He does so much more, but that was the one thing that really caught my eye and we'll be talking about today. So Seth, welcome. It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Steve, thank you so much for having me on the show. We've been looking to get this to roll for a couple days now, and I'm glad that we're going to do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great to have. I've been very excited to talk to you, especially about Pennsylvania. I was mentioning to you before the interview, that's actually how I discovered you. A colleague of mine sent me your Substack article on Pennsylvania, and that's when I first started noticing your impressive analysis. I started citing you in my videos. So I'd love to just start, if you don't mind, with your methodology, because you focus on voter registration trends. That's kind of for me, that's a bit of your shtick. That's what attracted me to you. You look at voter registration trends. That seems to ground your work. So if you would, just explain to us the significance of voter registration in election forecasting, and then explain how that relates particularly to Pennsylvania.
Absolutely, and I forwarded your producer the graphics, of course, which are going to be up on the screen here. And Pennsylvania voter registration is an important indicator, and it is all over the place. Look, so as an intelligence officer, I didn't rise to the rank where I'm going to be considered a spook or sitting in Washington, D.C. and all over strategic intelligence. I was a tactical intelligence officer. I served 6 years. I was a captain, did my time, spent a tour in combat, got out. And my job was to take multiple disciplines of intelligence. In intelligence work, you've got signals intelligence, human intelligence, you have open source intelligence, which is very key, and that's kind of what I do now. And molding all of the inputs and all the what's gathered together is called intelligence fusion. So I view election forecasting as an intelligence fusion operation. I completely think polling is worthless. I think that the mainstream media breaks the top lines of polls to swing a narrative, to suppress the votes of the side they don't want to win, to try to convince fit-sitters to join the victor.
And also to raise money for them as well, so they can show the polls to the donors.
And to demoralize. So there's definitely a purpose. Now, not all of them are bad. There's some of the mainstream media pollsters are better than others, and now you can see them all hurting. And what they're doing, hurting, Herding, and they're going to be hurting too for rigging. But they herd the results at the end to reflect reality. So now you see that on the Real Clear Politics average, it's a tie. So Harris no longer has a national popular vote lead. So the signal is that it looks like Trump may very well win the popular vote. So this is what's going on with the polling. But I look deeper into the polls, into crosstabs data, because I understand the trends of the various demographic groups. And when I see constantly tight numbers that always match up, where Trump's over 15% of the black vote, he's over 25% of the black male vote, he's over 40% of the Latino vote, and he's got a bigger share of the white working class than he had last time and probably in 2016, then that helps inform what I'm reading in the voter registration trends. And in Pennsylvania, voter registration by party is the most accurate predictor of the direction of the next presidential election. So it's apples to apples. I do presidential data. It's the bigger turnout, it's the more partisan turnout, and it trends over time. In 2008, the Democrats had a lead in registrations of more than 1.2 million. It was D plus 14% and some change. And that predicted, that was a big move left in registration from 2004. You can see it right there on the screen. It predicted Obama's win of more than 10 points in PA, and that was the biggest landslide for anybody in Pennsylvania since Lyndon Johnson in 1964. And since then, what's happened is the Democrats have become the anti-working class party. And they've become against resource extraction, so mining, they've come against coal, they've come against all sorts of fossil fuels. And what that's done in Pennsylvania especially, it's made the white working class Democrat change sides. And it started in 2012. You can see the registrations for Democrats went down slightly. But the GOP also lost membership. It was a race to the bottom. So what happened for Romney versus Obama was that white working class vote stayed home. Obama lost 300,000 plus in Pennsylvania in 2012. Romney didn't get to gain much, but even then, you had the margin cut in half. So the trend had already begun before Trump showed up. In 2016, Trump actually increased GOP recruitment and membership. There's interest now in the Republican Party, and the declines for the Democrats continued on. So what you had is Trump flipping the state. It was predictable because you had a 5.4% Obama over Romney margin, and then a big move of 3 points towards the right for the Republicans. Now it's still Democrats plus 10.5 when Trump won the state in 2016. One of the big tells that 2020 wasn't on the up and up is that Pennsylvania moved another.
You guys are getting this, right? From 2000 all the way till 2024, Dems have done, the Democrats have been doing extremely, extremely bad. And this is our time to show that this is our country, not theirs.
3+ points in registration to the right. And Trump had an even larger gain in Pennsylvania in 2020. But of course, the narrative of Scranton Joe, the Irish Catholic from northeastern Pennsylvania, plus all the days to count ballots, edged him out by 80,000 ballots. But Trump still ran 605,000 to the right of the Democrat registration advantage, which is substantial. So you can see in that final column that Pennsylvania always votes to the right of its Democrat voter registration advantage. And the key today is that registration advantage is now under 300,000. Dang. So if Trump runs as far right of that as he did last time, then Trump has Pennsylvania by more than 250,000 votes, which by my math is a margin of 4% or more. So Pennsylvania is resembling to me a low-grade version of Ohio 2016, where this is a fist fight. No matter who's running, all of a sudden it's a safe Republican state. Now, Pennsylvania is not a Republican state; it is a Trumpy state, and that's the thing that the Republican establishment has to understand is they've only got a few counties in the state. Most of them are in the southeast that would back Republican candidates more than they would a Trump-type candidate.
Right.
So Pennsylvania's registration data shows that there's a blowout brewing in Pennsylvania, and I'm really not sure that can be turned back this time, especially since mail voting are much more favorable for Trump than they were last time.
It's stunning. And I mean, I just really want to underscore that. You had 605,000 votes to the right of the Democrat voter registration advantage. The Democrat voter registration advantage is now under 300,000. That would mean Trump could actually lose half, right, or just not even get half that vote to the right, and he would still win.
Absolutely. So that's why you see some of these polls that are Trump +3, Trump +4, and I really don't believe that Josh Shapiro wants Kamala Harris to win Pennsylvania.
I agree with you 1,000% on that. Same with Gretchen in Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, so Shapiro is very ambitious.
Please hit that white button,
just
guys.
Be as simple as ordering Philly and Pittsburgh to run a tight ship, calling off the dogs on the personal ballot collection network, and you've got it for Trump. And same thing in Michigan. And you can break down Pennsylvania further by county. Luzerne County in the Northeast used to be the bellwether in Pennsylvania presidential from 1936 to 2016. Everybody that carried Luzerne County carried Pennsylvania's electoral votes. So Trump won Luzerne in 2016, he won Pennsylvania. Now, the safest and most secure election in 2020 of all time.
Sorry about that.
Debunked the Luzerne bellwether. So Trump carried Luzerne, supposedly lost Pennsylvania. So the goalposts have moved, and now the bellwethers are Northampton and Erie counties. And I've run the numbers on those. I sent you Northampton on the slide. Yep. And you can see that the Dems are clinging to a voter registration advantage of just over 11,000.
It's their lowest ever.
Yeah, Trump on average has run 25,000 to the right of the Democrat voter registration advantage.
You see and hear how good the Democrats are doing, guys. You literally see how good they're doing at being bad and losing. Like, I've been with Trump since day one. Since my father brought me to watch Trump come down his golden escalade, his golden stairs. I like Trump since. I've liked Trump since before that. You guys remember when Donald Trump went to WWE and beat the crap out of Vince McMahon and then got to shave his head? Because Trump's a winner. not a loser. He's a winner. That's why he wins every freaking time. Well, let's listen to some more of what Dr. Steve Turley has to say.
Northampton County. I think that whether you're taking the Republican average of 6 cycles or the Trump average, you're looking at a win in Northampton County, probably between 5 and 8 points for Donald Trump. So Pennsylvania's voter registration trend is very predictive, and I can prove it looking back at the cycles going all the way back. And if I went back before 2000 with the data, I'm sure I would find the same trends.
Dang. What, am I right that the most significant movement is happening in eastern Pennsylvania? I think it was Barris who was arguing that.
Hold on, I'm going to try to do
California.
something, guys, so I don't have to keep holding this. Bear with me. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix my life. Yeah, I'm doing this so I don't have to keep holding it.
Kamala, she just simply could never compete in places like Lackawanna County, the way old Scranton Joe could. And I think he said something about between 2016 and 2020, Western and mid Pennsylvania didn't change too much. That 80,000 plus vote tended to come from eastern Pennsylvania. Is that what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, my deeper research into the darker corners of the 2020 election reveals what looks like substantial ballot trafficking, probably across the border from New Jersey in eastern PA. And of course, that's proximal to the metro, Philadelphia metro. Western PA has been on a Republican trend for over 2 decades. So when Obama won PA by more than 10 points in 2008, most of Western Pennsylvania trended right for John McCain. That's how strong that trend of steel country is away from the Democrats, and it was even present in 2008. A lot of those smaller, less densely populated or population declining counties in Western PA are almost maxed out for Trump. So he's gonna squeeze, he's gonna wring that rag out some more. But as far as population goes, you're gonna find bigger shifts in margin in the East. And I want to encourage people that Philadelphia County is hemorrhaging Democrat membership.
That's right. Philadelphia Inquirer had a whole article on it.
No, it's not about winning Philly County. This is why the Republicans frustrate so many people, because if they could just dent Philadelphia County by 10 points.
Pennsylvania, guys, is one of the biggest swing states right now that Trump's trying to win. So anybody in Pennsylvania, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you to please vote for Trump. It's just very important, this election is.
Right.
A much different ballgame in Pennsylvania. And I think that Trump will do very well with black men relative to previous performances. I think that they're going to have lower turnout of Democrat voters in Philly. And then the collar counties, it looks to me like the momentum is with Trump, even though the 3 of them have shifted left over the last 4 years. The last month's worth of updates have shown movement and momentum towards Trump. So I think you're going to be able to minimize losses there and blow it out in central and eastern PA. And the mail ballots are on pace to be only about a 20 to 25 point Democrat lead in returns by the time election day gets here, which is substantially improved from 2020 and also with a lot less volume of mail.
Wow. Amazing. And another indicator for eastern Pennsylvania.
Yes, guys, we're done now with that. There's another video that I want you guys to see. I just wanted to get that out there because Pennsylvania looks like they're going towards Trump. Very good.
Hey everyone out how's it going? Welcome back to the channel.
Let's
Dylan
see,
here.
Joe
We have
Rogan just made a
massive
big move.
update with Joe Rogan and Donald J. Trump that you do not want to miss, okay? Joe Rogan is now helping out Donald J. Trump officially so much in this race against Lion Kamala Harris. I don't know if Joe Rogan just, all of his best friends turning to support Trump, some of Joe Rogan's top mentors and top inspirations like RFK Jr., Elon Musk, and one of Joe Rogan's best friends, Tulsi Gabbard, also going over. And people are now nicknaming this group of people the Avengers, who are leaving the left and joining Trump. They're calling them the Avengers now. And I think Joe Rogan is the last person to come in and now supporting Donald J. Trump, okay? And not only that, but Joe Rogan is now having over 40, 50, I think now over 100 million views on that episode across social media platforms, including YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the list goes on and on, okay? This video is getting massive numbers, and now Joe Rogan is going to be interviewing J.D. Vance tomorrow, maybe today by the time you're watching this video, and that is going to do super well also. And I think this is just going to be hitting it home, big home run, grand slam home run. So we're going to dive into this all, and apparently Kamala Harris's team refused to go to Joe Rogan's studio to do the podcast, so we got some updates there. Before we dive in, we're going to read the Bible and pray because God comes first. Amen. Comment amen down below if you believe God comes first. Today's Bible reading comes from Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Amen. Let's get started with the video. So here's Kayleigh McEnany talking about the Joe Rogan and Trump podcast. This is epic. Let's watch this, guys. So here we got Fox News bringing you all the latest with this Trump and Rogan and Kamala Harris interview. Let's tune in.
We just saw former President Trump sit down for a wide-ranging interview with podcast host Joe Rogan. But it's not looking promising that we'll see the same with Vice President Harris. Rogan posting this on X. For the record, the Harris campaign has not passed on doing the podcast. They offered a date for Tuesday, but I would have had to travel to her, and they only wanted to do an hour. I strongly feel that the best way to do it is in the studio in Austin. My sincere wish is to just have a nice conversation and get to know her as a human being. I really hope we can make it happen. Kayleigh, I was struck by, in the episode with Donald Trump, that Joe Rogan's first question off of the bat, he didn't play it, but he referenced The View, when just a couple years ago, Donald Trump was on with the ladies of The View, and they said, our friend. There were kisses, there were hugs, there was love. He was running for president then, and he brought up and said, wow, the machine has turned against you. And that, I felt, set the scene, set the stage for a very honest, open conversation about how the world sort of went from idolizing Donald Trump, revering him as a character, a main character in the fabric of American society, to somehow, after he actually won the presidency, to turning it around and having him in the, to quote Joe Biden, crosshairs.
Yes, and you hit the nail on the head when we talked about Joe Rogan. I forget your exact phrasing, but it was, if you're a listener of curiosity, I know subscriber to curiosity, you listen to Joe Rogan. Kamala should have done this. She was in Texas. There's no reason not to stop by his studios. I had a mom say to me when we were at practice for our daughters, I feel like I've gotten to know Donald Trump through these podcasts.
Yeah.
He's not the monster everyone pictures him to be. He's real, he's authentic, and these 3-hour-long episodes give people a chance to see who he is authentically. Why Kamala Harris would miss out on that opportunity, I do not know, but it is indeed a missed opportunity.
I know. It's because
A missed opportunity, guys, for Kamala. Joe Rogan offering her to come on this channel, and she won't do it. She will not do it. Because she's afraid. She is afraid that she is going to lose. That's her fear, her biggest fear right now. Is that she's going to lose. And to be honest, she deserves to lose. The way she put this country in jeopardy, I believe she should lose. Hi, Chris MC. You're right, she doesn't want a challenge, Chris. You're right on that. She doesn't want a challenge because, one, she's lazy. Two, she doesn't. She wants to make it easy as possible for her. And if she does, if like the biggest thing is her going to the border, being the border czar. She has not once been to the border, not once. These people are corrupt, guys. This is why the Constitution was made for us. Not just to protect us from tyrannical governments and people and domestic and foreign people, but it was there to give us rights as citizens to live freely and be able to do what we want. That's the reason why the Constitution was made. Well, the biggest reason, like I said, was to stop us from being ran over by governments. Because God wants us to have freedom and prosperity and peace. And when you got domestic people like that in office, that's what you get. Yes, you're right on that, Chris. But what was funny is that Trump went and trolled her and worked at McDonald's for 15 minutes saying that he did work there. Which I thought was funny. I thought it was hilarious. But I want to play the rest of this.
She's an idiot, and I think her campaign knows that if she does longer than an hour, it's like it's not going to look good for her. And putting her in an uncontrolled environment where like it's just no script, no nothing, like it's just talking, like it's not going to look well for Kamala, and she's going to get memed the heck. There's going to be clips of her like saying wild crap, her probably saying lies. They're going to go viral. I think it's going to look really bad for Kamala if she actually does the interview, especially a 3-hour-long one that's unedited.
And it's hard, Kennedy, because in conjunction with her declining or as yet to accept the invitation, there's also been a lot of slamming, right? We saw coming out of the campaign and CNN analysts saying that those who listen to Joe Rogan need therapy when, to Kaylee's point, they simply are open to new ideas or to new information or to see an old person in a new light other than what the mainstream media might have you think.
And that's what they're saying they want. They're saying that they want to end the division in the country. One of the best ways to do that is through curiosity. And if more people were curious and had conversations with others they disagree with, I think the entire thing would operate better.
Yeah, I mean, literally, Joe Biden moments ago called Trump supporters trash or garbage. Did you guys see this? Mark, we actually got breaking news right now.
So we're thrilled to be joined by some incredible people. I already mentioned Senator Marco Rubio. Marco, will you come up here, please? Come on. Good man, this one.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I have breaking news for you, Mr. President. You may not have heard this. Just moments ago, Joe Biden stated that our supporters are garbage.
Wow.
You're right, Chris. You're right. That was a good thing that Trump did that. That was a really good, smart chess move that he did that. Dude, Chris, I'm gonna be honest, brother. I've worked at fast food restaurants my whole life. I'm 34 years old. I'm just now getting this channel moving with you guys. You guys have been a tremendous help on getting this channel over 2,000 subscribers. It means the world to me because I've not put a dime into this channel. This is what I want my job to be. To be here for the American people. Okay? In my past life, I've never went to college. I wanted to. It's not too late. I wanted to do all sorts of things. But this is where I want my channel to be. This is where I want to be. I want to be here for you guys, giving you guys correct news so that you guys don't have to go to CNN or Fox or ABC. You know, I don't want you guys going to those because they lie. Matthew, what's your decision? What's your problem? What's your issue? You got issues, Matthew? You Karen? You upset? Oh, and let's see. You use the word handicap because you're a pussy and don't want to use the word retarded, right? Because most people get butthurt when that word's used. Well, you want to know something? Words don't hurt me. Words are words. You can call me every name that you want, Matthew, but it's not going to change who I am. And that's not going to change how I act. So, keep up your mouthiness, or you will be gone. Period. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But I'm sure as hell not going to have people come in here and talk trash. I'm sorry that you're having a bad day, Matthew. Which I'm not sorry. Because you put yourself into where you're at. So don't come in here calling me or telling me or other people that they're handicapped. Because you'll be booted very quickly. At least I'm trying to get the word out there, the truth. Unlike people like you that want to sit behind watching people being creepy and running their mouth. Because that's all they have to do. Better to do.
He's talking about the Border Patrol. He's talking about nurses.
Matthew, listen to some more Trump. You'll like him.
Everyday Americans who love their country and want to dream big again and support you, Mr. President. And I hope their campaign is about to apologize for what Joe Biden just said. We are not garbage. We are patriots who love America. Thank you for running, Mr. President.
Yeah, Chris, I appreciate it, brother.
Insane. Over 74 million Americans voted for.
If Trump wins, Trump will save the world. And America. All. Jay Moss, what's the truth? The truth is that Trump's going to win this election this year. Because Kamala has nothing to back her up. She doesn't have COVID, she doesn't have anything right now. So when the election gets here, and it's time for Trump to win, and Kamala loses, everybody's going to see how much fraud there is. Kamala says that her elections are free and fair. No, they're not. They're not free and fair. Because if it was, you guys would not be using voting machines, electric voting machines. They should be done by hand, by paper. You're not allowed. It's a federal offense to hook up a voting machine to the internet. It is a federal offense. That's what the truth is, J. Moss. That's what the truth is. Maybe you should get on and look up yourself. And be a good patriot. And you as well, Matthew. Who's lying through his teeth? Cuddly? I think it's so funny when I got crybaby with Karens and liberals coming in here because they're not doing too good. Do you guys think Kamala's going to win? You guys are freaking hilarious. You guys, you guys are. Alright, I'm gonna play a Kamala video where she talks shit about us. And you, not just me. You as well. Alright, let's get a Kamala video up. Because there's a part where Kamala does, I'm going to show that. Kamala does suck. Right here it shows Joe Biden, guys. Joe Biden calling all of you guys garbage. Want to hear it? But you want to vote for Donald, or you want to vote for Kamala, right? After Joe Biden, his people called you guys garbage. All you guys. Even Kamala supporters. He called all you guys garbage. Are you serious? Johnson, are you serious? You want Kamala all because she's going to legalize marijuana? Get real in the head, dude. Get real. Don't vote. Because if Kamala wins, and we all have to pay $3,000 more in taxes every year, well, then you don't have a true future, Johnson. You're not, you know, because I'm sorry, but I'm not, because they're not all corrupt. Trump is not corrupt. Trump has done nothing wrong. I can bring up, once I get my computer fixed, I can bring up every thing about Trump. His records, all. Both sides aren't covering it up. You don't do research. Both sides are not covering it up. The only side that is covering it up is Kamala's side, the Democratic side, Joe Biden's side. You have no idea what you're talking about, Cuddly. You have no idea what you're talking about. I don't ignore the truth. I've been watching this shit since day one. Since day one. Since Trump walked down the stairs. I've been watching it since then. All because of Trump trying to save America and the world. They want to hate him for it. Because these people are no longer going to be empowered. I don't ignore the truth. You don't know who I am, Cuddly. You have no idea who I am. Hi, kid. Sparkle. With links? Are you serious? What, are they gonna take me to some, Democratic, website? Like some Democratic website? Is that what it's gonna take me to? Some liberal website? Most likely that's what the links are that you have. So no, I don't want them, because I do my own research. I know where I'm at. I know what I believe in. Trump is winning by a massive landslide right now. Do any of you people understand that? A massive landslide. And I don't care if I'm gonna have haters. I'm going to have haters regardless. There are some haters out there. I'm from New York, and New York is voting for Trump. Most of it. There's over 100,000 people at Trump's rally in New York and Manhattan. Watch the rallies. We'll see who's going to win. Watch the rallies. See how big the rallies are. Kamala wants to do the 6 feet apart bull crap. Trump, on the other hand, he lets anybody come. And after being shot, he still runs for office. No, you're right, kid. I'm not ignoring you, Cuddly. I'm not ignoring you, I'm just not dealing with the drama. If you want to be respectful and talk like a normal human being and stop coming in here and being disrespectful, I will talk to you. But I'm not talking to you if you're going to be disrespectful. I won't ban you, you're more than welcome to come into this channel and talk. But I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to be disrespectful, period. Bottom line, I got better spirits. My energy is a lot positive, more positive than that. I'll be back.